I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. As I fall, I'm a bastard, heartless smile. Hear my laughter, love's on trial. I am broken, you are fire. Lies unspoken, heart's desire. Secret
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Thursday, May 14th, 2026. Yes, got it right. Didn't look at the clock. Today I'm going to be playing some Minecraft Bedrock Edition, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. Without further ado, let's get into the game. All right. Before we get any further, I just want to remind everybody that starting Saturday, maybe? I don't know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday, but one of the two is going to be the start of my vacation. I'm going to be on a Alaskan cruise, so I will not be streaming. Yeah, apparently cruise ship Wi-Fi sucks. And so I will not be on at all next week. Definitely starting Sunday. I might be able to squeeze in one last stream on Saturday, potentially, but I won't know for certain until I actually get into it. So. Because the cruise ship itself set sail at 3 p.m. Pacific time on Saturday, so. So I may be able to squeeze in one last stream just in case. But, well, just in case I don't, I just want to let you know. So it might happen, it might not happen. We'll have to see. Okay, I'm gonna leave those walls open. For now. Which is gonna potentially let in bats into my mine, but that's okay. You know what? I'm going to go into creative mode for a moment here. And we're going to plug this up. And I'm going to take out these There we go. Okay, go back to survival. But yeah, so like I said, might be on tomorrow. Won't know, or Saturday. Won't know for certain. So don't count on it. But if I could squeeze in one last stream before I get on the cruise ship, I will. Okay. Make sure to put up those torches. In fact, today I almost I thought to not stream today just because I've got so much stuff going on between finishing up cleaning the making sure the apartment's all cleaned up. You know, don't want anything getting moldy while I'm gone. And then, you know, final packing and everything. That my stepmom and her husband are going to be getting in to Seattle this morning. So I'm supposed to meet them this morning. In fact, they're probably just about ready to land. No, they're not going to be landing. But they are in the air at least. All right, let's make sure my supplies are fully stocked. Oh, here's another one where I'm going to want to swap to creative so I can fly up there. Don't want the water getting in the way. Alright, now we can go back to survival. I mean, creative's great if all you're doing is building, but if you're collecting resources, you need to be in survival. Okay. Also, the fun things that happened this morning, I went to get on to do my usual morning routine, and the internet was out. And I'm like, oh man. So I checked the modem. No power to the modem. I'm like, well, that's weird. So I checked the plug strip, or I checked the outlet. The outlet was good. I checked the plug strip. The plug strip's dead. Which wouldn't be a problem, except this plug strip is not only what my internet is plugged into, but it's also what my front door security camera is plugged into. So I had to figure out a way to get my front door security camera plugged in so that while I am on my cruise, I still have access to my security camera, which thankfully is internet connected, so um, you know, I can keep an eye on things while I'm gone. Ooh, copper ore. Oh. Okay. Just keeping an eye on the chat window. Nobody's chatting yet, but meh. More often than not, nobody chats in my streams, but that's okay. I actually kind of prefer it that way a little bit, just because I don't want to have to deal with, keeping up with the chat and not playing the game that I'm supposed to be playing. That doesn't mean I don't like talking to you guys. It just means it makes it easier. It's one reason why, while I would love to have one of those channels that has like hundreds of views per stream, I actually would prefer to remain a small streamer just because I don't want to have to deal with, keeping up with chat to the point where I'm concentrating more on keeping up with chat than I am with playing the game that I'm supposed to be streaming. One reason why I am potentially looking to transition from solely streaming on Twitch to, well, I've been doing it for a while, posting on YouTube, but I do have plans in the works to have a solely YouTube channel creator or content creation pipeline. It's just because while I love streaming, I mean this has been probably the best outlet I could find for being a disabled veteran with PTSD and anxiety and being autistic and undiagnosed ADHD. It can be, despite the fact that I am sitting by myself in my office, my home office, and I'm not actually interacting with people physically, it is still socially draining. And it's just, I would love the chance to get back to just the gaming, just for the sake of gaming, and then for my content creation, just doing the YouTube stuff. Oop. Again, don't get me wrong. If I had the opportunity and the mental bandwidth to continue doing both, I totally would. But there's just there's a limit to my mental bandwidth. So, all right, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, run some ads. When I come back, we're going to have a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy, and then we're going to keep going. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. 5. Shoot. You know what? Not a big deal. I'll just worry about the redstone. Let's grab some fresh air. Want to be able to get to the villages to trade with the villagers, and of course loot their places and get supplies that I need. Crops that they may be growing that I want to be able to grow at my base. Not exactly sure how I'm going to fill up my livestock paddock, but I may have to resort to going into creative mode just to get livestock. I don't know if I should do, like a full stock, or if I should just make a breeding pair of each. I'm just going to clear out all of it. Up to the next, or the last tower. Go back through, put in the torches. Does look like there's some ore over there, but I'm not that concerned with it right now. Weekend. Gotta make sure to place my waypoint torches so that I can find my way around my mine. My livestock paddock lit at night. And of course the livestock paddock itself, which is a huge feature. If I end up putting a exhaust tower right here at the corner, I will be laughing if that's what ends up happening. This last little bit here. This bit here and this bit here. Once I'm done with that, I'll head back up to the surface and offload think there's anything really that says I can't make a campfire with charcoal. I mean, you can make torches with charcoal. Maybe I'll take... I don't know. Maybe I'll take a side of my potatoes here and I'll put in corn instead. Alright. Let's go. Alright, we are back from the break. Quick word from my sponsor before we keep going. Today's sponsor is, of course, W Energy. W Energy is a great... Sorry. Distracted by eye crusties. W Energy is a great energy drink that I absolutely love. Lots of vitamins, minerals, nootropics, organically derived from coffee cherries. No artificial dyes, colors, fillers, or sugar. Just good, clean energy with lots of really awesome flavors. The flavor I'm drinking today is Cherry Limer. It is a cherry limeade flavor, kind of like what you would get at Sonic, but better. If you want to try some for yourself, just head over to w.gg. That's DUBBY.GG. Use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order. Help support the channel. Get yourself a great energy drink that I guarantee you're going to love. Quick serving suggestion, which I was able to do today. Add a little bit of honey. It helps stabilize the powder in the water. Adds really great flavor. And I personally like adding matcha powder to mine. I've been adding matcha powder to just about everything I drink lately. The matcha adds some antioxidants that W just doesn't have, as well as a smidge more caffeine. And if you are diabetic, such as myself, then matcha powder is a great way to, in addition to your medications, help stabilize your blood sugar. So again, that's w.gg, promo code MACRO1 at checkout for 10% off your order. Give this a quick shake here because I don't want to use the mixer base on my mixer cup here. Kicks up electronic interference, and it really, really gives me a headache. And if it gives me a headache, I know it's going to give you guys a headache. Oh, that is so good. Oh, man. All right, back to the game. Alrighty. I was recently watching an episode. It was a couple months old, but an episode of Dropping Names with Brent and Johnny. It is a podcast available on YouTube. It with Brent Spiner and Jonathan Frakes. You may know them from Star Trek The Next Generation or Star Trek Picard, depending on when you began your Star Trek fandom journey. In the episode I watched, they were interviewing Felicia Day, who you may know from The Guild, Supernatural. She was the star of a really cool movie, Red Werewolf Hunter. And in the interview, they started talking about her book. It's a graphic novel called The Lost Daughter of Sparta. It is about one of the sisters of Helen of Troy, who throughout all of Greek mythology gets a single mention. And so Felicia wanted to write a story giving this woman a more of a story. And I thought that was so cool. It's available on Amazon. I really wish it was available on the Libby app so that I could, borrow it from the library and read it. It's not even available at the library proper, unfortunately. And yes, I did look. I went to the library yesterday because I needed to print out some stuff. See, I'm going to be running a D&D campaign for my stepmom Linda and her husband Steve and my wife while we're on the cruise. And I needed character sheets, so I went to the library to print out some character sheets. The plan was originally to have pre-printed and pre-generated a bunch of characters so that we don't waste time on character generation, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It'd be easier to just generate the characters. It'll take some time to generate the characters, but it's honestly a lot faster to just generate create the characters. Plus, my wife doesn't play a lot of D&D, so this is good practice for her. Oops. Went too far. But yeah, so I am going to be meeting my stepmom and her husband Steve are going to be coming into Seattle this morning. I'm supposed to meet them at the hotel. And then we're going to kind of do a little sightseeing. Now, my stepmom, she was concerned about, she wanted to go to Pike Place, but she was concerned about missing the fish throwing. And little does she know that the fish throwing at Pike Place actually happens throughout the day. It's not just, early morning. So that's going to be a big surprise for her, that she's going to get to see the fish throwing. They basically do it whenever somebody places an order. I just wish I had money to spend. But I'm a broke boy. At least for now. My VA disability, which should have come in by now. Apparently, there's like one more administrative step that occurs after the evidence window closes. That can take anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks to complete. And it's like, son of a... And I was not made aware of this administrative step. So I thought, oh, good, the evidence window is closed. That closed last week. That means that the judge was ready to sign, which means that the judge should have signed my the decision on my case last Thursday or Friday, which means I should have received my money by now. No. Turns out that no, that's not how it works. There's an administrative step that occurs between when the judge signs the decision or between when the evidence window closes and when the judge signs the decision. And so till that step takes place, nothing gets done on my case, which sucks. Which means I didn't get to buy the gear that I wanted to have for the actual cruise. I was kind of hoping to be able to have new phones, new earbuds, new watches for me and my wife. That's not gonna happen. I mean, it sucks. But that's okay. As long as the money hits my account by the end of next week, by the end of the cruise, I will be okay. I was also hoping to be able to put a couple grand down on me and my wife's cruise accounts so that we could do some onboard shopping and maybe even take advantage of the onboard spa, get some massages. But we're not going to get to do that. At the very least, if the money comes next week, we'll be able to... I'm going to take my debit card with me, and if the money does come sometime next week, we'll at least be able to get some souvenirs on shore when we pull into port. But it is what it is. I can't get too upset about it. It's just that the VA is an awful bureaucracy, and there's always some kind of bureaucratic hubbubaloo that just gets in the way. I mean, for crying out loud, I've been on this journey towards getting the VA to even recognize my PTSD claim for the better part of the last 4 years and almost 9 months now. Yeah, the VA certainly does like to take its time. Okay, let's finish this up real quick, then I'll take another 5-minute break, run one more set of ads, and then when we come back from that break, I'll finish up, or at least get set up to start from not next week, but the week after. Oops. You don't go there. You go there. Alright. Let's swap into creative mode for a moment so I can grab another stack of torches. Alright. Then I'm going to head back up to the surface, unload the materials that I've collected. Collected so far, and then when I come back, we'll work on that stuff. So let me just get on what the deuce? Great. Now I have to jump into creative mode one more time. Because somehow my minecart disappeared. Either that or I never put one down. That might be what happened, is I never put a fresh minecart down when I extended the tram into this particular. Alright, so I'm going to take a 5-minute break, run one more set of ads, and when I come back, we're going to take care of the material, put away the materials that I've collected so far, and then call it a day. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. The choice for today is Dubby Encounter Cream. It's a mango orange cream drink. Very tasty. If you want to get yours, you can head over to continuing the mining pattern. Again, crouch down so we don't accidentally fall off the edge. In fact, I'm going to drop the space between the ad reads by half. Normally I game like 20 minutes and then I run an ad. Access the lighthouse slash observation tower is by is by going up through the pillar section play. So retail World of Warcraft, classic World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and Dungeons and Dragons Online. I've got like the scripts written for the first 2 episodes of each of those. I'm still tweaking things with more crystal. Hey, some copper ore. That'll be nice to have for later. Especially now that copper can be used to make stuff other than that I intended to with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Player base. But I did get some people that were interested in participating. They just weren't able to participate last night. So I'm going to try again next Thursday. And I did get some people enclosures. I have to turn on the fan. I was thinking I could get away with not turning on the fan, but it's still pretty hot, so there we go. What's interesting is there's going to be a pathway of kelp on the surface of the water. So we want to first build up a pole. Alright, we are back from the break. Oops. Continuing to head up to the surface. So, yeah, so my life is in chaos right now. Between, the water leak, which thankfully prompted our landlord to actually fix the kitchen light for once. We've been dealing with not having the overhead kitchen light operational for going on probably, I want to say 2 to maybe 3 years. Also, for those of you who are not new here, I did clear out the storage that I had here since I decided to build that giant storage unit, which I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, things are just a lot of chaos. Oh no, I have to get more buckets of lava. let's go ahead and rearrange this. Okay. While the ore is being smelted, we'll go to the storage warehouse that I have built. It's big. It's 10 floors, 2 floors for each major, dang it, for each major type of material stored within it. There we go. I wanted to have all of the different types of materials separated. I was getting tired of having to, every time I filled up a double wide chest with material, having to move everything over. It was just a pain in the behind. Keep getting the feeling that there's something wrong there, but it's just my imagination. Sorry. All right. Go. And like everything else that I've built, it took some time to get everything situated just the way I wanted it. And I'm still working on figuring out what the best stone for the stairs is going to be for the dirt level, and for the cobblestone, or not cobblestone, for the gravel level, trying to figure out what the best flooring and ceiling and stair material is going to be. Oops. Well, once I get that figured out, yeah, it's going to be no biggie. I might even be able to work on this over the following week, over next week while I'm on the cruise, because I'm taking my laptop with me. Man, it would be really nice to wake up tomorrow morning, check my bank account, and see my back pay deposit actually having hit my account. Oh, That would be so great. Because then I could be like, well, it's not ideal, but it's not the ideal time, but at least now I can run to the Apple store, grab the MacBook and iPad and phones and watches and everything else. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot to put away that leash. Okay. Let's grab the excess ones of that. Grab the excess of those. Turn around. There we go. Then put these away. Put these away for now. I'm going to do one last thing. Okay, it is nighttime, so of course the doorway to my nether portal is closed. I have a security door on the nether portal building that prevents weird things from escaping the nether into my world, into the overworld. Toss that stuff up there, put that stuff down there. Alright, I got them all filled. Lava buckets are filled. Now we head back up to the nether portal. There we go. Now you may be asking, why is there a bed and a clock behind the nether portal? Well, on the off chance that when I get back from the nether, it is nighttime, I will immediately know if it's nighttime because I'll be able to see if it's nighttime, and because the door will be closed. But if the door is closed, I need a place to be able to relax while I wait. Alright, let's put this black stone away. There we go. Head back down. Alright, head over here. Then let's make these blocks. And put these blocks away. Alright. That is going to do it for me today, folks. I want to thank y'all for joining me. You've been awesome. I will be back on definitely tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific time, playing some Magic the Gathering Arena. Whether or not I'm on Saturday at 6 a.m. Pacific time, I don't know for certain. We'll just have to see how things go. But after Saturday, I will not be back on again until Sunday the 24th. Because that's when I'll be getting back in at on Saturday the 23rd in the morning. So I won't be actually able to stream that day. But I will definitely be able to stream on Sunday the 24th. So if I'm not, I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow. Don't know if I'm going to be on Saturday. And then I won't be back on until Sunday the 24th. So until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time. Peace out. Stay frosty. Have a great day. And please stick around for the raid. It does help both me and the channel that I raid out to.
And this is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.